Good morning. So today I am going to refresh the water. Anytime you have cuttings, if the water is getting a little dingy, you're at risk for root rot. So I take them out, set them aside, dump the water, and I'm going to rinse it, but I'm also going to scrub it. I also like to take just a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, put like one squeeze in there. I'm going to put my pot over here. It's nice and clean. I'm going to rinse these off, separate them. So when I do feel like it's time to pot them, they're not as tangled and grown together. I like these mixed arrangements of randoms. Here I have, I think it's a Swiss cheese. I'm going to rinse that off. This one I'm going to put aside because it's a little small, so I got to start with bigger stuff so everything can fit in there nicely. Make sure to rub anything that looks suspect. This is kind of dangling. It's rooted right here, but it doesn't look great, so I think I'm just going to pluck that off. Still has its root. I'll probably just stick it in a terrarium, not back into that pot. This one's not pretty, but my collection of cuttings, I tend to collect things that aren't the most beautiful, cover them with other things, and then it will eventually grow. This one's really grown together well. Remove any dead, wilted, soggy, rotting leaves. This little guy, I think he came off of something. I think he came off the bigger one. I think we'll put that in something smaller. Actually, after further review, this is also probably a wandering Jew. It's just an itty bitty baby that started growing off of something. So we'll put that in the smaller, maybe terrarium or something. It's like my daughter's hair, and you gotta gently untangle it. This one looks good. Lots of little roots coming off of the bigger roots. might cut it here and put it in a pot together. Sometimes I feel like cuttings are great, however, they don't grow as hardy as when they're in soil. I started doing a lot of cuttings because when I started being the booth organizer for the plant table at the school fundraiser, I ended up coming home with other people's leftover donation plants, which had a lot of fungus gnats, and that really freaked me out because I never had that. And it took me months to get rid of. So it's like, if I just do everything without soil, then I won't have those pesky gnats that were like flying at me as I was trying to sleep or eat or live life. But now I've come to realize that is part of life with plants, and in moderation it's okay as long as it's not affecting my stress level. So now I'm slowly putting plants back into dirt because I do feel like dirt is the easier way to care for things without them dying off, rotting away. So it looks like right now I'm planning on removing everything but the Wandering Jew. And then I'll go on to the water change out of vessel number 2. And looking at the time, I think I'm going to do that in a separate video.